are being delisted. I'm trying to get the full story. It says Nigerian students begin to panic as federal government bans 18 foreign universities operating in Nigeria. 18 foreign universities operating in Nigeria. I might not be able to call all of these universities, but I think I'll try. I would beg Funsho to have it put up on our social media page on Instagram at Eagles FM, Abuja. Check Instagram Eagles FM Abuja, and after the conversations here, we would have the story probably uploaded on our page so that you can get the full gist of what actually transpired. So this action resulted from a particular report where which I was saying some of my colleagues filled me in this morning. That report was about a certain university. This one now is in Cotonou. I don't know how they call it, but it's in Cotonou. And certain people have reported about the school and what they do, how they do what they do. And they give university degree in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks. So because of that, a Nigerian reporter goes through the entire process to ascertain whether or not this is true or this is false. And to the person's surprise as well, he obtained a certificate in 6 weeks, in just 6 weeks. Now, some of the problems that he highlighted from this is he went through the NYSC, he graduated, had a certificate, was called up for NYSC, although he experienced 1 or 2 delays because of his, probably the number he registered with the previous time, because he had already completed the whole NYSC thing. He went again. He went through the entire NYSC process. He camped. He did what all regular NYSC students would do. He also he also did note that the university where he got this degree from was not licensed to teach in English language, but they were also teaching in English language. A lot of things happen which we might not be able to pinpoint, head by head and one after the other. Right. But this goes to show the frailty of our system. This is not just the educational system, because when I was having this conversation, I was of the opinion that this just goes to show that the educational system is frail, is weak, and anybody can manipulate anything at any time. Because how are these universities accredited? How are they licensed to operate? How are their degrees accepted in this country before now? How are they accepted? A lot of people have gone through this procedure. I promise you, 6 weeks. A lot of people have gone through this. They have certificates, and his degree certificate was backdated to 2018, so that it will correspond with the time that he graduated from that university. But again, they were of the opinion that it is not just the educational system. This guy went through the NYSC system, the whole NYSC system, who supposedly had data of everyone who had gone through the NYSC system previously. That is, it has my data. If I get into the NYSC, whether I change my number, I change my email address, or whatever I change, I will still not be able to go through to the system, because I had done that before. This guy went through the NYSC system, collected his alawi and everything. Nobody still noticed. Now, the angles I would like to draw this story from, quite a number of angles, but this particular one, you see that most times we say that we let things go. Some things happen, we let these things go. Instead of us to report to the necessary authorities, we don't. We just said, I leave you for God. Somebody did something to you that hurt you and cost you a lot. You know that the person has the ability to replicate that mistake in somebody, that to also hurt somebody. Rather than end the circle of hurting people from you, you say, I leave the person with God. Then you go. Nothing is done to that person. They go on and on and on and on with what they're doing. I remember one time when I was still in school, someone graduated 4 years. He went through the entire process of the university education. He was getting his results. He graduated. He had results, but the school said it was fake admission. How? You didn't realize the admission was fake first, second, third, until the 4th year where the person is graduating. We say that the admission is fake. Some of these things need to be dealt with. because I believe I know a number of Nigerians who went to these same universities in Cotonou. If you go to camp, you see them, a lot of them, they come there, they camp, 6 weeks university. This thing has been ongoing. Do you know how many people's life now will be jeopardized by just canceling those degrees? Some people might never be able to get a job unless they go back to school and start afresh. This is what negligence has caused. This is what letting people go. When you discover something, instead of you to deal with it almost immediately, you let it go and then it degenerates to something. This is it. This exactly is the consequence of letting things go or not reporting things at the when it's still fragile, when it can be caught completely. We'll talk about this right here on the General Open Banters, but of course, I would like to know what your thoughts are about this. Now, because of this report that was comprehensively put, someone went through the entire system so that nothing was going to be, you would not say it's not true, the person is lying against me. Someone went through the entire procedure and has discovered the frailty of this system. Now, in response to that report, the federal government has banned 18 of these foreign universities operating here in Nigeria and describing them as degree mills, warning Nigerians to avoid enrolling in such institutions. Yusef, they tell you will graduate in 6 weeks. University. Anyways, the directive, affected 5 universities from the United States, 6 from the United Kingdom, and 3 Ghanaian tertiary institutions, announcing the ban in a statement published on its website. And National Universities Commission explained that the federal government had not licensed the affected universities and they had been closed down. He also stated that the National Universities Commission wishes to announce to the general public, especially parents and prospective undergraduates, that that are under the listed degree mills have not been licensed by the federal government and have therefore been closed down for violating the Education National Minimum Standards Act of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. Now, the universities list, like I said, would be posted on our Instagram page later today. Just go take a look for yourself in case you have children who would prospectively be going to school, at the stage now where they will go to universities. Now, moving on from that, we see that beneficiaries of the COVID-19 loan protest as banks begin COVID-19 loan recovery. Now, the commercial banks have commenced a massive recovery of the loans disbursed to Nigerians, to cushion the economic impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, several beneficiaries have been jolted by the deductions of thousands of naira from their bank accounts without any notice from the bank. The loan was disbursed to households and micro, small and medium enterprise that were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic by the Central Bank of Nigeria through the commercial banks in 2021. Now, that is not the issue. Some people have come out to say, because interfacing with people who actually collected these loans, which we might, play recordings, not today, maybe tomorrow, we'll play recordings of these people. Now, they got this loan through, a means. Someone tells you, COVID-19, they are disbursing COVID-19 loans. Come and take this loan. I have a link who would give you the loan, but when you get the money, you'd give me 300,000 from it. When you get the money, you give me 100,000 from it. When you get the money, you just agree on a certain amount of money that you will collect after getting the loan. Now, a lot of people collected this loan, but through these means, even some officials from the bank, will process the loan and collect a certain amount of money. Imagine that you're collecting 500,000 from the COVID-19 loan, and someone tells you, if they give you 500,000, you give me 200,000 or 250,000, which is half of the money. And now the bank in 2023 will take completely the 500,000 from your account, regardless of the fact or ignorant or knowledgeable of the fact that somebody actually collected some part of that money from you. This has been the issue so far as regards the recovery of the COVID-19 loans. Some persons, I don't want to say they were deceived, because someone is telling you this loan, you don't have to pay back. Take the loan, but when you get the loan, you give me a certain amount of money. People will collect it because, it's not my money. I didn't work for it. So it's free money. I would collect it and forget about it. But now the problem is, without any notice, the banks are starting to withdraw these monies from the accounts of people who collected these loans at that time. What do you think should be done in this situation? Because we are faced with something that is real. I collected, you gave me 500,000. I paid 300,000 or 200,000 to the bank. And now the bank has taken 500,000, of the money, the complete sum of money, while I just had 250,000 or 200,000 from the amount of money. Let me know what your thoughts are about that. Now, we're talking about the insecurity yet again in Nigeria. We see that Boko Haram kills 12 and abducts 1 in Borno State. These are suspected Boko Haram terrorists in military uniform. They killed 12 persons and abducted 1 in Gatamarwa and Tashia communities in the Chibok local government area of Borno State. Now, the police public relations officer in Borno State Command, Nahum Dasu Kenneth, who confirmed the attack, said 12 corpses were recovered. The government shot sporadically, at the people in 2 communities. So far, 12 corpses were recovered and 2 were injured. This was the report as at this morning. Now, we also see that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arrested and detained the National Coordinator and Chief Executive Officer of the National Social Investment Program Agency. This is Halima Shehu, over the ongoing probe into the 37,170,855,705 naira allegedly laundered in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development under the former minister Sadia Umar Farouk. Now, it was gathered that EFCC operatives stormed NISPER's office as the Federal Secretariat in the Federal Capital Territory yesterday at about 9 a.m. and drove Shehu to the EFCC headquarters, Jani, Abuja. This is what the report says as well. Now, also, report says that the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has said efforts are ongoing to secure the release of the leader of the separatist indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, it was reported that Kanu has been in detention, of course, which we discussed at the Department of State Services since 2021, following his arrest in Kenya and repatriation to Nigeria. The Supreme Court on December 15th okayed his trial on the charge of terrorism filed against him by the federal government. Let's take your contributions on this. Let's take your reactions of the stories lined up, and then we'll take more alongside 09073530044 or 09087668888. You can also reach us on our WhatsApp number on 09097054450. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Marta.
Salasi, good morning to you.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Happy New Year.
Same
and
to
compliment
you.
of the season.
Thank you.
My name is Salasi. When you are talking about, let me first of all start with the one that always been my priority, security. Boko Haram killed 12 and abduct 1 in Chibok community.
Yeah.
We have entered another year again.
I'm with you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
We please, we don't want to be hearing this issue of insecurity again. We need to understand that even with the massacre in Plateau, the military personnel came in and we are kind of talking of the terrain. I wouldn't understand what they mean by the terrain. I know I was just like saying yesterday, not knowing that I was even speaking to myself when the network cut me off. I say I have been to this area, from this Bariki Ladi to Bokos Mongu to Lentan. I have been to all this as to Wate. I don't see the terrain that the military were in kind of complaining. I say, where are the Tocanos? Where are the helicopters? Does it mean the army commander in Plateau doesn't have helicopter? Or Abuja here is not far from Plateau. Even Kaduna, at least with all the military formation in Kaduna, they would have, support in order to curtail the incessant killing in Plateau. This shouldn't have been done. So now we are talking of intelligence in our security. There should be more intelligence. These people plan, and they plan very well in order to attack these people. This thing shouldn't be occur again. We don't want to be entering this new year with the shedding of blood. Then come to the issue of the university. Honestly, you could imagine what people are going through. So some university have been here without registration. It's now they discover. So is that how anything goes in our country? For how long this university has been operating here? Then you know that they are not accredited. It is now, it's after the case of this one that one journalist exposed what is going on now. They are now started suspending, and they say, they were there without the permission of the government. And they have been in existence for long time. So these are the things. Then come to the issue of corruption. See, matter. This government was stood on their ground. We want to see most of the ministers in the former administration are brought to book. We don't want this media trial. Do you remember one thing that always pained me? The Nigerian air. Matter. Whenever I feel that, I feel like crying. I feel like shedding tears. This is the man. Before then, they launched a logo of Nigerian air. Do you know how much they spent for the launching of logo? Then after then, they now go and hire Ethiopian air that was scheduling between Mogadishu and Ethiopia. They paint it, they bring it, they celebrate it in no less than 48 hours. Matter, their aircraft disappear. I always give an illustration with the United Arab Emirates. In 1985, they started with only 2 chartered aircraft. Now, as I'm speaking to you, they have over almost 300 aircraft all over the world. You see, fly Emirates. These are the countries that fight corruption. We must fight corruption to stand still. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Salasi, for that contribution there. Let's hear you. Hello, good morning to you. Sonny the Prince, good morning.
Mother, please, I want to ask a question. This 6 weeks degree program, is it replicated in Togo and in Ghana as well, or is it only for Nigeria?
Some universities, they are foreign universities, basically, not Nigerian universities.
That's the program they run in their country there.
Yes, 6 weeks for a degree.
Okay, if the program they run in their country and their government give them accreditation,
no,
I don't see any wrong. I don't see any wrong thing they have done. Just that it is not.
They are operating in Nigeria. They operate in Nigeria.
Okay,
some of these.
The universities are operating here.
Yes.
And they have a signboard.
Well, I don't know that, but they operate in Nigeria.
The truth of the matter is that when you go to country where laws are working, before you come into that country, do everything according to the law of that country. But when you come to the country where law doesn't work, anything goes, and people will always give you things through back door. That's what you expect. If not because these journalists decided to go through and understand the happening, government wouldn't have woken from their slumber. Big friends has been here. This university has been here. They have been existing. I remember the time in one radio station in Belanda, when some came, they offered them degree. At the end of the day, this university was not registered. Government did not do anything. So many people have been reviewing so many things here. So many radio stations have been hammering on that. And government did not do anything. Yeah, this guy exposed it to the core. That's why government will come from the sleep. Having the law in this country is working. Anybody that wants to invest in this country will go through the
due process
of the law in this country. But because they always give you opportunity to back door, that is why so many.
Oh no. Please do call us back. Hello, good morning.
Mata.
Good morning to you.
Guess who is calling?
I can barely. Hello?
You have any caller and I'm man from Ado.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Yes. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Let's hear you.
Yeah. The thing is, the security of the thing, I don't know what to say. This man, Daonoja with Salasi. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
That Salasi has been hammering on security. There is no day he didn't call, and I used to listen to him and Onoja. Onoja has been saying the way Nigeria is fighting security, this is a guerrilla war. They don't fight security like that. They should establish a special task force to take care of this very guerrilla war. But Nigeria government are still adamant. They are still keeping a deaf ear over all day. Every day he used to call. I used to listen to himself and Salafi. So, the more we talk, the more the government remain defiant. The more we look, the less we see in Nigeria. That is how I see it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution right here. Hello, good morning to you.
Thank you, Auntie Mata.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you, Auntie Mata. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Let's hear you.
It's a passenger from Amali, Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Obasanjo, for joining us. Let's hear you.
All right. Antimata, how many billions of naira? 36 billion point. How many 100 and something million? Even 200 and something thousand plus even 15 naira inside. 15 naira. They work for big man. Inside that big money, how they get 15 naira? Antimata.
I know follow them carry ammo, so I don't know.
Okay, this one na paper stuff. Now it just they come. EFCC, we are not serious. I tell you, na paper stuff. Now if they want to see this money, they will carry and say they do work. They don't do anything. The ones that the glass house billions of dollars at the Europe said, where they carry for glass house for Lagos during Buhari, where that money dey? Where that money dey? The one that they budgeted for arms that they give former military, where they give them ambassadorial position for other country, trillions. Where that money dey? The accountant general, where that money dey? Honorable of your minister, where that money dey? Ponde, the director of NNDDC, Abi NDDC, where that money dey? Why would they play with plenty of Nigerian intelligence like this? Now, this one, NFL on, all these ones now watch, they will just publish them. You know, go know how comes about it. They will just keep it within themselves. They share the money. God go catch you now. I tell you, if you no want serious for this country, God go catch you now.
All right.
On security, that is why you see insecurity problem will not finish now. Why? Because the security prisoners, they will negotiate. We have percentage.
Well, we don't until it is confirmed, then we can talk about it with authority. But unless
Antimata, see, let us be serious in this country. Let us be serious. We're serious. Whether they will catch us and lock us, Fela don't tell these things. Whether they will catch us and lock us, we must stop the seriousness of this country. We're not from rich family. We're from poor. So any poor we don't see. What do you want for? You want here again?
All right.
He dead there for what?
Thank you so much.
You don't carry any arm. We're the leaders of Southeast.
All right, we have to cut it right there, Basanjo, because we have more people waiting. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
How are you, Mata?
I'm very well, thank you.
My name is GB from Life Camp.
GB, thank you for joining us. Let's hear you.
Let me start from the COVID-19 grant and the loan they are deducting.
Okay.
Why are Nigerians like this? They were thinking that money is for that. And it's a loan. Government gave it to them. I'm expecting that somebody will say, no, I did not collect any loan. They are deducting from my account. Or they are over-deducted from my account. You collected this loan, and government is taking it back from you. We are saying that, why? No. We should not go to this extent as Nigeria. When government gave this loan, some people were thinking that they will not pay back. My company got 1 million naira. I applied for the category of 25 million, and they asked for many documents. But there was outcry that they don't want to give that they have selected people. That's why they make the conditions very stringent. That's why that they do that they didn't want to help anybody. Government said, okay, everybody should collect 1 million naira, but the conditions still remain the same. Number one, you have to give your auditor account for 3 years, certificate of incorporation, your directors and the rest. Then you have to produce tax clearance and that you have been paying tax to government. So people could not go through this stress. Now employ agents, underline agents, to facilitate it for them. Okay. And the agent will say, I will collect also amount of money. Because they need the money desperately, they agree. So what people are saying, somebody collected 300,000 naira for me. They did not force them. They are the one that agree to that because they don't want to. They don't want to go through the stress. Okay, go and do it for me. And they collected the loan on that agreement. Why do you want to pay? I do not pay anybody because I have my documents ready.
You did it yourself.
My company. Okay. I did it myself. I uploaded everything to their platform. But the people who could not go through the stress, employ agents to do it for them. I don't know what I'm saying. I will collect some amount. They agree. Why are you not saying that the government is doing what the loan they gave you? Why? I will be wondering because the loan is that for 1 year they will not collect the something from you.
Yeah, after
they
1
give
year.
us the 1 year authorization. That after 1 year they will not for 3 years. I mean, at a rate of about 85% or 10%. How are we so like this? Can we blame the government for doing that? If you go to the bank, you can't get a loan less than 28%. I don't know. The government say about 9% they will collect and stay for 3 years, and they give you 1 year free. Since 2001, I mean 2020, 2021,
yeah.
21. Look at it now. I will say they have not tried, but that's okay. They want to be lost now. You are now crying. And we are the one that blaming that some people are siphoning money, or people are stealing money, and they give you loan they don't want to pay back. Is that not corruption? Let us do the right thing, the right place.
All right.
Then the issue of certificates being forged, I mean, all these universities, there are many of them across outside this Nigeria.
Okay.
People who are desperate go there and get it out. And that within Nigeria, the one thing that government must bring a platform where people can verify certificates.
Yes.
Because with the employer, by the time somebody comes for interview, say it's a graduate, does not even know some state capital in Nigeria. I'm telling you what we face in employment. A graduate could not know, you give me like 10 states, he could only know 3 capital of the 3 states in Nigeria. If you get arithmetic 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1, this and this, they could not solve it. The employer are feeling a lot of problems. So government should create a platform where you can certify even school cert now. They have been forged. So people are using a certificate of their brother, their sister, because they bear the same face, because they look alike. I'm telling you what is happening.
Thank you so much, EB, for letting us know this. But tomorrow, we'll play some of those voice notes as well, and so we can hear the angle from where these other people are coming. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome, and thanks for joining us on the show.
Yeah, this is Mayor calling from Uye.
Mayor, thank you. Let's hear you.
Sorry, I want to make a correction in this place. Please, I want to let everybody know that everybody's opinion is very important. Please, if you are making contribution, just make it sharply and then let everybody contribute to the place. You know, everybody knows. Okay, I want to ask a question this morning.
Okay.
All those criminals that they are maybe they are killing people up and down. This question go to all the government sector and all the security personnel, where they get guns from. If you can't answer those kind of questions, you mean that we are not safe in this country. We are fighting about money that maybe we cannot, God forbid that we can never spend. Just fight all the security, and I see every year that government they are spending money on security that's nowhere, and people have been killing unnecessarily. God going to help us. If the security people can't answer, where does all those killing people, where people alone?
I'm with you.
All those people that they are killing, where they are getting gun from. If maybe they can't answer their question, it means that all of us we are not safe. But I'm safe in Jesus' name. Your dad is on your hand. You that maybe you are killing people, that maybe you are listening to my voice right now. God will catch up with you in Jesus' name. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. And thank you for these contributions as well. Let's go on a short break. And when we get back, we'll take more of your reactions to the story that we have lined up, or stories rather, that we have lined up for today. Do not go anywhere. I will be right back.
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. While others blast, hey man, Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hey girl, what's up?
I'm good. Just chilling and wondering what we'll do to spice up our weekend.
We need to be pampered and taken care of.
I know, right? How about we check with the girls to know the itinerary for the weekend?
They've wanted it for a while now, so they'll jump on this.
You're so sure? What are you thinking though?
I'm thinking shopping, partying, restaurant hopping.